Hey everyone, this is Nick here, and I'm excited to show off the packages that I just got. This is going to be the white sample. So this is basically when the manufacturer sends us all the things that they're going to print on the paper they're printing it on, and all of the boxes and things that they've made. It's not the final product, it's basically just so I can make sure everything fits properly and all of the colors are what I expect. So let's go ahead and take a look. It is 4 boxes, starting with this one, which is the lightest of the boxes. I have no idea what is in what box, but we will open these up and explore together, because teamwork makes the dream work. And you can watch me try to struggle to open this with a butter knife, because I want to make sure that whatever knife I use can go into the dishwasher. And that's my wife laughing in the background. She's the better half of chain assembly over there. Her laptop. Try not to laugh. And as much as I love, feel like I'm gonna hurt myself trying to open this with a butter knife. I know y'all are. If you're watching this, you're making fun of me right now. Yeah, that's my wife nodding over there. Okay, I've got part of the box open. Okay. Cherish the day. All right. Let's see, what have we got here? Okay, so this is the campaign setting. These are the pages within the book of the campaign setting. Bunch of papers. Now let's move that one over for now. Take a look at some of these pages. Now, I mean, it is kind of hard to proof a book because you don't really know what pages go in what order when they come out like this. So we've got all the registrations here to make sure the colors are accurate. All the lines where cropping will occur. And so, I mean, this looks pretty. I think these colors look great over here. That looks really cool. This photo, shout out, it is from my, I guess you can call him my photography mentor. He is a great photographer. And all my character illustrations, my movie posters. So looking at the size of these pages for comparison, this is basically how big the book's gonna be, square book. There you go. Another nice size movie poster, more cast illustrations. So many pages. More movie posters, more photos. This is gonna be the coolest role-playing game ever. I mean, this is awesome. This took me so freaking long, so much writing, so many illustrations, so many spreadsheets to build this. Just throwing them on the floor now. Yeah, we looked at that one. All right, this is probably more pages from that book. Don't stab yourself. You don't want to get hurt because you're silly. All right. Ooh, this is heavy. Okay. So this is down towards the end of the book. Got random encounters, director's notes. Got here at the end, this is so the director can keep track of what the players have learned, how far you are along the different plot points. You can write notes about some of the cast members here. Here's my about the author page, the glossary here at the end. These are some chapter headings. over here. Okay. I just looked at this one, maybe not. Okay. Over there for now. Okay. More pages. That's the map of the island. These colors look fantastic. These are excerpts from the intro of the book. Like there's the table of contents. Nice, good size. I guess I probably could have gotten away with a smaller font, which would have meant fewer pages, but I like this. If you're like me, you're getting old, bigger text is helpful. Some more chapter headers, or chapter pages, above them. Information about travel, how y'all got there, and then the factions on the island. Okay, so these pages here are for the cover of the book. This page represents the spot UV, the areas that are going to be glossy on the book. And then this page here represents the cover of the book. So, it's gonna be a beautiful cover, and this is all gonna be matte, but these areas will be glossy. Very pretty. All right, first of 4 boxes done. Everything looks good. I'll make sure to look over everything with more of a fine-tooth comb later. And that's too heavy. All right, let's look at this guy now. What is in here? Okay. Bit of a hard time getting this out of the box. Let's open this box a little bit more. Ooh, okay. This is a massive roll of paper. Okay, this is more pages from the campaign setting. Thought it seemed a little light. Oof. Okay. Got some cast members. So whenever your stars are interacting with an NPC, you can just go over to this page and see how your stars can interact with them using their stats: violence, investigation, communication, etc. Got the same art I did for each character, but you'll also have the large character cards too, which we'll be reviewing at some point in this batch of files. More pages from the book. Fun fact, this photo was taken by my dad in Italy in 1981, I think. All right, some more cast members. This is from the development section of the book. These are different like little mini scenes that will be triggered as your stars uncover parts of the storyline. More developments here. knowledge over here. So this is what your stars will learn and what all the tarot cards will represent as they get uncovered. And then here we have some visions. These are dreams or hallucinations your stars will have in the style of like a Fellini film. Again, triggered by their investigations throughout the plots. Another photo from my photography mentor. These are director charts. Got action scenes here, like breaking in, searching. Menus, like things that they can have for lunch, dinner, breakfast. Just to make your story feel a little more relatable. Took this photo in, I want to say that was in Savannah, Georgia. More action scenes, more menus. More charts. More factions. More plots. More tape. There we go. Close-ups of the map of the island for the director. Here we have some more locations. So when your stars visit a location, you'll see who's there in the morning, who's there in the afternoon, who's there in the evening, who runs the place. Basics on how to break in, physical description you can read to your players, some simple notes, and then what your stars can learn through communication or investigation or athletics at a certain location. Some locations are only unlocked through the stars' investigations. Wait, why does this say redacted? Oh, okay, that's my example page. That threw me off because I was using that as a placeholder in the book before I illustrated everyone. But yes, that is for my example page. I was worried I missed something there. So many fun characters throughout this island. Your stars are gonna love them all. And that is the last page from this batch. Now let's go to the next box. Another heavy-ass box. There you go. We opened it. We got there. Okay. So this, I don't think this has any more of the campaign setting, which was definitely the biggest part of the entire project. This is probably going to be the player's guide, the core rulebook, character cards, and then maybe that's it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, and the boxes. Okay. All right, so starting here, this is the map. This is the full-size map that the stars will be getting as part of the collector's edition. I think I had I don't know if I had any pledge levels that included the full-size printed map, but this is it. Green indicates where things will be folded. Beautiful map. Some of the locations are not on this player-facing map because they have to be unlocked by the players, but you can do whatever you want with it. This is the sides of the collector's edition box, of the interior portion of the collector's edition box. These are like little stoppers that make sure the lid hovers, doesn't go all the way down. This is the interior box for the collector's edition box. So it is like this smaller diagonal box that sits inside a larger, more dramatic box. It looks just like the file. This is the spot UV, once again. So our interior box is going to have the Lies by Omission logo, glossy. And the exterior of the box will have these areas all in glossy. There we go. And now this is the rest of the box. So this is going to be the outside of the box, the outer box. We have our contents listed here. We have our publishing information down there. And then our big Lies by Omission over here. So again, this will be glossy. This is glossy, 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 glossy. Oh, it's going to look good. All right. This is the box for the cast cards. So you can see it's a pretty big size box. Your cast cards are massive. There'll be wonderful references for your players. 53 cards, each with a portrait of a cast member in the Le Sole Lacrime campaign setting. Here we have the director's screen. So this is the size of the director's screen. It is 3 panels. This is the outside. It folds into a Z shape. This is the inside. We have the basically reminder of a gameplay session. You start your day by reading visions to the players if they've unlocked any, rolling to see what the weather is and how that affects everyone's dread. Then you manage dread, shuffle the discarded dread piles into the dread deck. Then you'll have a random encounter and a morning scene, random encounter, afternoon scene, random encounter, evening scene, etc. Descriptions there, reminders on how to adjust dread, what you can do with the tarot deck, reminders of developments. Then we have reminders of how action scenes work, how stat tests work, how running threads and developments will work, and action scenes described over here. So it's kind of hard to get it all to fit, so action scenes connects with that. These are some action scenes you could utilize, such as chasing someone on foot, being chased on foot, stealth, fist fight, and then 20 points for weather down here. These are the backs of the cast cards. Very exciting. But again, give you a size indication of the size. Don't know how well you can see the blue lines in here, but and then more backs of cards. And then fronts of cards. Oh, these look so good. They're so big. I love that. Guys, I spent so much time illustrating all these people. Looking through old photos on Italian government websites, looking through old photos from the Library of Congress archives, mixing people together in Photoshop, and then painting that, doing a digital painting of those characters. So cool. A couple of magical people that will get unlocked through the plots. These are the, this is for the character sheets. So character sheets are going to be in color, as you can see. There's 4 different variations of the character sheets, but they're all pretty simple. some of the other character sheet variations. Small size character sheets. And this is for the back of the pad of character sheets. All right, now we are at the core rulebook. So our core rulebook is going to have embossing that got unlocked during the Kickstarter, or sorry, during the GameFound campaign. These black areas indicate the areas that are raised on the cover of the book. So hopefully beneath this is the cover of the book, and it is. Yeah. So this is the cover of our core rulebook, and dang, it looks really cool. So beautiful. I can't wait to see these books in person. This is interior pages. I guess this is the inside cover of the core rulebook. Core rulebook does come with one of the character sheets that you can take copies of if you want, make copies of. And then now here we are in the pages of the core rulebook. So the interior of this book is black and white. I wanted it to feel like an old novel, kind of like the paperback books that Giallo films were based on, but you know, with some more fun illustrations in them. Once this thing's out, comes out, I'm just so excited about this book. I've got, actually, I think I put all of the character sheet variants in black and white in the back of the book. It's just the inside cover just has the one, so that's why. Lots of meals, action scenes, smells, just to give you some more drama in there. And here's the silly photo I used for my about the author section. All right, here we go with the player's guide. So here's the cover for the player's guide. This is going to be a much smaller zine size book. All the information in here is also in the collector's edition, but the idea being that this smaller book is something you can give to your players. They each get a copy so they all can learn how it works when you get started. So these pages will look pretty similar to what we just saw. And there we go. All right, so now, last box. This is going to be the physical items. This is the white sample. This is the boxes without any of the printing on them. Or again, we can check for fitting, and a couple things here might already have colors, like I think the dice, for example. We'll see, kind of a surprise at what level of manufacturing these things are at. Got a little damaged in transit, but we're still good. All right, so this is the top of the box. This is the side. It's supposed to be this way. Okay, here we go. This is how it's all going to fit. So we'll have these little stoppers here. That keeps it all from sliding around. right, so these are starting with the dice, these are the colors for the dice. I like these. Pink and orange and slightly off-white. And in place of the 20, we got the little dread symbol. And here we have a dread symbol and a dread symbol, -2, +2. This is good if you want to give someone a positive or negative dread during your random encounters. And this one will just help you roll on your random charts. All right, so this is how the player's guide will look. Zine just like this. Staple bound. This is going to be the core rulebook. No, this is the player's, sorry, these are the character sheets. Glued over here. This will be the printed here, and then these will be the character sheets here. So it's a pad of 50 character sheets. This is the core rulebook. Again, done like a paperback, thin, nice. We got 126 pages in it. This is the character cards. So it's going to be a tuck box. In here will be all of our NPCs for your stars to interact with. This will be the fold-out map over here. This is the patch. I think that looks pretty great with an iron-on backing. This is the GM screen. I'll have to ask them about this folding method here because it should be able to curve both ways. And then here is the campaign setting book. Now, one thing you may notice is that it has 3 ribbons. So the engineers got back to us and said 5 ribbons is not possible because a bunch of them will fall out. So we had to reduce it down to 3 ribbons. But this is how the book is going to look. Nice, big, massive book. Very cool. All right, so that was all the stuff that came. Once I go through all these with a fine-tooth comb, send them some notes, then they'll be able to begin mass production. Thank you for watching my 28-minute video, and appreciate your time, and thanks for backing the project.